Hello, so we are closing out the end of this season. We have one more week. Next week is the last week for, Brothers War season. And I have not been able to try out any of the prototype cards. So I figured it was correct to play them in a budget deck. And now, one of the few ways that I was able to accomplish that, of course, is by going mono white. I could splash another color. The other 7-drop is pretty decent. The worm, which is probably the best of the prototype cycle, but there's just not another backup good black base prototype creature. I also could have done green, but green doesn't really have blink effects, so I would have to splash into blue or white. And for that reason, I think the blink effects in white is the reason to be in white. So we are going to be playing prototype budget. It's $99.74. Hopefully this deck does quite good. We have 18 planes. We have two caves and 2 Aganju for a little bit of removal from our mana base. We have touch to flicker our prototypes. We have Eerie Interlude and Charming Prince to flicker our prototype creatures. And then I have Shadow Spear in the deck because as the choice of equipment, because for one, lifelink is really going to matter, I think, in this deck. 2, it gives Thresher Trample, which double strike and trample is pretty good, and plus with lifelink, it's probably the best equipment that I could think of that goes with Thresher, and I want to make him a serious threat. Sideboard wise, we have another escape, so if we face Rakdos mid-range, we have enough protection. We have Pithing Needles for Karn. Citizen's Crowbar, it's an artifact and enchantment destruction that we can get with Ingenious Smith. We have Glass Casket, it's removal that we can get with Smith. Lion Sash is our graveyard hate that we can get with Smith. It's reoccurable. Plus it's an equipment, so we can maybe equip it to our big beast, get in, get frisky, and hopefully knock our opponent out of the game quite quick. We also have Ratchet Bomb as a Wrath-like effect. Since most of our effects are pretty high on the curve, we should be able to blow up small stuff. And then we have Runestone for a little bit more graveyard hate because I feel like we're really fair, right? In Grease Fang and Izzet Phoenix is probably a little bit more aggressive than us. So we really need to address those weaknesses. So no further ado, let's see budget prototype in action. Hello, it's your host KebbieG. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, also the bell notifications. Don't forget to check out the sweet stuff that's down in the description down below. Play KebbieG plays a Pathway on black. Probably Rakdos mid-range. That's not a bad top deck to have for it. We will go ahead and cast Assembler with Prototype. Ship the turn. Could have a push. He does. Plays a Mountain. Passes. Draw planes. We play the planes. I think we play Restoration of Aganju. Because if we play Thresher next turn, at least we get to, have a escape to protect it. He stomps our face. We must have really upset him. Plays Pathway on black. I assume Bone Crusher's inbound here. Graveyard Trespasser. DR Assembler. Ships the turn. So we will pitch a planes, get back the planes. That means we should be able to attack with Cave next turn. Prototype the Thresher. Draw a card. Shadow Spear. Ship the turn. Goes to combat. Hits us. We are not blocking it. Down to 14. Passes. Okay. Stomps on our upkeep. That's fine. Put that on top. Aganju flips. Play Aganju. Shadow Spear. Equip the Shadow Spear. Go to combat. Smack the face. Pass the turn. Just 1 mana short from playing this, flickering it, and leaving up Escape. I think I have to leave up Escape because this is just our best card in this match. And Ganju might eat a removal spell this turn. Goes to combat. No attacks. Scoops it up. Against this deck, of course, we're bringing in Escape. We'll just try that. I think Bankbuster's still good. I think I might cut the portable hole. Run it like that. Actually bring in 3 glass caskets. Go down portable hole. Ah. Pathway. Thoughtseize. Alright. I'm assuming you take my smith. Passes. Cave. You. Crucible Denizen. Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure. Cast Assembler with Prototype. You. Ridge. He has 2 of each color. It's good for him. Next week, I will be playing a budget version of Rakdos Midrange. That way, if you want to get into a tier 1 deck, you're just getting into Pioneer, I will hopefully display a good version that you can get into, start out of the gate. I think I just portable hole, ship the turn. Because I want to leave up escape with the steel. Plays Attack Enuma. Plays Shieldred. Drains us for 2. Play Plains. Cast Steel. Ship the turn. Alright, he gains 2 life at 20. Thoughtseize. I hate doing that, but I gotta give him hexproof. Because he's gonna take this. Regardless of what happens, right? Portable hole is not really a thing. I guess it also gives him indestructibility. So I could block and prevent damage. Bank Buster. That's not a bad top deck. Takes my portable hole. It'd be hilarious if he had a Dreadbore in hand and he couldn't get it off because of the fact that it's a sorcery. Passes. Alright. Makes us lose some life. Bank Buster. Alright, I think we give it lifelink. Smack you. Back to 16. Yeah, pass. I'd rather leave up a Ganju. At least it could deal with a Bone Crusher. I just need to answer this Shieldred. It'd be quite tricky. Watch, here comes Dreadbore. Bone Crusher. That would not be a correct way of tapping, in my opinion. Should have not tapped the Ridge. There's no reason to tap the Ridge. You should have a black and a red up. What world are you living in where you want 2 black? But even then, Ridge is black. We will go ahead and draw a card. Lose 2 life. Got a land out of the way. Down to 10. Another Aganju down to 8. So 5. So I think I crew. Give it lifelink smack for 4. Probably trade. Let's draw. Okay. Give it lifelink. Hit ya. Pass the turn. So I'm expecting 8 points of damage this turn. Or is that not? Okay, cool. I don't take. Never mind. 6 points of damage. It's taking 4 here, 2 in my draw. Plays a Hive tapped. That's a good thing for a Ganju to hit. Combat Thrasher. Okay, so I think I crew. Do the Bank Buster. Lifelink. Smack you for 4. Fatal Push. I think I have to. Well, I'm dead regardless, right? Even if I could answer the Hive, but if I draw 1 card here to block, I just die on my upkeep. So yeah, I think I bring in Ratchet Bombs. That could at least get to the point of a Shieldred and a casket. Get hit 3 drops. So or not like that. Plains. Go. No Thoughtseize, please. No Thoughtseize. Den of the Bugbear. That's good. Assembler. Play the Assembler. Ship the turn. Croxa. Charming Prince. I don't necessarily think I care about if the Assembler lives. So we're going to Restoration of a Ganju. So that way we can get to Steel Seraph plus Escape next turn. Maybe I should reverse this. Maybe I should have pitched the Smith. No, this is right. Graveyard Trespasser to eat my Prince. Pretty good. I wanted to flicker my Assembler, but that's fine. A Ganju. Discard the Smith. Get back the Smith. Go digging. Whiff. Play the Plains. I think I'd do it post-combat. Because if he blocks here, I pay 1 restoration, attack, takes it, cast Steel Seraph, grow the Smith past the turn, Lauren's Escape, a Rendering Volley, top, Got it. 1-0 with the budget deck. Let's get in the next. Plains. You. Beach. Passes. Steel Seraph. I really need a land, though. Cast Assembler. You. We draw a land. We get Restoration. Hall of the Storm Giants. So we're facing control. Foretells a card. Passes. Another. Yeah, I think this is the moment where I really wished I had a little bit more budget, where I could have maybe put some artifact lands in this deck. It would have made a huge difference with this Ingenious Smith. Pass the turn. Leave up this touch to the Spirit Realm. Flicker. Restoration of a Ganshu. You. Behold the Multiverse. You're probably trying to find lands or an answer to this board state. One of the two. Cast Lockwing tapped. Passes. Discard the Genius Smith. Get back the Genius Smith. Smith. What do we find? Another Steel Seraph. We're just destined to draw all of them, huh? Since we have so many of them, we'll just cast one. Grow there. Go to combat. Do the Assembler. Give it lifelink. Smack you. Makes a shark. Give him a +1/+1 counter. Pass the turn. Assuming he chomps. Yep. We gain 5 though. That's good. Next turn we have Spirit Realm to blink the Seraph if we want. No sweeper this turn. That's not in a very, it's not a very good position to be in. I guess he might be waiting for this to flip. Restoration of a Ganshu. Comes down. Grab a Plains. Play the Plains. Go to combat. Put it here. Give it Vigilance because he probably has a Wandering Emperor. Go to combat. Vigilance, Vigilance. I've seen right through you, opponent. Oh, Memory Deluge. Sure. So if he goes for a Wrath here, we can blink this Steel Seraph in response. Play another Steel Seraph. This is Teferi. Farewell. Blink, flicker that. Get rid of the board. Alright. Play a land. Play Steel Seraph number 2. Target both here. We'll do Vigilance. Lifelink. Smack your face. Ship the turn. Hall of the Storm Giants doesn't save you. Castle Lockwing doesn't save you. Oh, are we beating control? This deck is sweet. It's sweet, sweet. Plays a Plains. You passing? Alright. Go to combat. Here. Here. Vigilance. Vigilance. Can't have you Wandering Emperor. Iganju's one of them. Of course. You have a second Iganju? Makes a shark. Alright, stays alive. How do I want to do this? I don't want to play into a Wrath. I could just Charming Prince. Scry, find another threat. Bottom, top. Ship it. Teferi. He tucks my steel. Yep, he has no choice. Temporary lockdown. Eat my prince. Okay, untap. I think I'm going to go with the Assembler. Cast Assembler. Ship it. And the reason I'm going with the Assembler, because I think it's going to be better off. We can give it lifelink or flying to get through the hall. And if we lose him, I think it's less, it's less impactful than losing the Angel. Supreme Verdict. Okay. Field of Ruin. Passes. Cast Steel Seraph. Absorbs. Ugh, control players. Control. Behold the Multiverse. Passes. I think I just prototype it. In case he has a sensor. And it lets me leave up an escape. Memory Deluge. Digging for an Absorb. Ah, come on. Turns on the Hall. It's a little daring. Sure. Down to 23. Untaps 2 lands. Assembler. Make disappear. Wandering Emperor. I mean, shouldn't he have turned on the Hall and put the counter on the Hall? Turns on the Hall. Smacks us for 9. Down to 14. All right, we're not going to top deck anything, are we? This is not a good place to be. Portable hole. That's not going to do anything. All right, so we have portable holes, which are just lousy in this matchup. Bring in pithy needles to name. I think we also bring Sash in. I think, because we want to be able to eat up his memory deluges, stuff like that. And what are we cutting? Bankbuster seems good. It's card advantage. This is our blink effect. Good for Wrath. And it's instant speed. Maybe I don't need both Sashes. Run it like that. Plains. Pithy Needle. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Yo. Hall of the Storm Giants. Passes. Play the Plains. Play Bankbuster. Ship the turn. Plays a Plains and foretells a card. Passes. Plains. Restoration of a Ganshu. Get a Plains. Ship the turn. Plays a castle tapped. Probably has a sensor up, maybe. Or make disappear. We will pitch Plains. Ramp. Play the Plains. Bankbuster. Ingenious Smith. We're fine if that actually got countered. Take Combat Thresher. Pass the turn. Behold the Multiverse. Untaps. Scoops it up. Good job for us. Run it back. Farmland passes. Cave. Yeah. Hall of the Storm Giants. Passes. Plains. Bankbuster. Sensors. Alright. Pass the turn. Glacial Fortress. Passes. Combat Thresher. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Desert's Beach. Passes. Play a land. Go to combat. Hit ya. Takes it. Pass the turn. Memory Deluge. Untaps. Plays an island. Passes. Touch the Spirit Realm. Lion Sash. Play Lion Sash. Absorbs. Pass the turn. Doesn't want us eating that Memory Deluge. Draw a card. That's good. That's a good card in this matchup. This thing can take it home. We do need to start smashing face, like, heavily. But, okay. Elspeth resolves. Makes 3/1/1s. This should still work, since you can't get a token back. Okay, untap. Bankbuster. Play the Bankbuster. Play a land. Go to combat. Let's bait a block here, I guess, because he's not going to let this one go through. Ship the turn. Makes more tokens. Plays a Plains. Teferi. Draws a card. I need some way of giving this thing evasion. Bankbuster. Shadow Spear is my best top deck. I need a Shadow Spear. I need to get rid of this Elspeth. Another combat. That's not what I was wanting. Do Bankbuster. Restoration of a Ganshu. Cast Thresher. Draw a card. Ugh. Hit Elspeth. Pass the turn. Geez, she does a good job at protecting herself. Especially against groundies like us. Pass the turn. That's fine. Get a Plains. Upticks to Fairy. Farewell. Artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, I can't do nothing about that. Yep. Alright, I think we're gonna lose this one. We just have not top deck good. Turns out Elspeth is better than Teferi. Who knew? A land. Get Ganshu. Get a Plains. Play the Plains. A Ganshu. Get a Plains. But I think we're just dead. Charming Prince. Sensors. Ship the turn. So 6 times 3 is 18. That's exactsies. He just has to, yep, ultimate. Sure. Alright, so 1-1 with the deck. Let's get into the next. Plains. Go. Please don't tell me this is Lotus Field, because I do not think we're prepared for this one. Plains. Go. I am going to be playing Lotus Field on Thursday for Thursday's Carnage. So if you are interested and you like Lotus Field, come back and check that out. But Taintical Sanctum. This makes me really worried. Grazer. An island. That's okay. If this is just normal ramp, then that's fine. Play Ganshu. Pass the turn. We get to pitch this portable hole, get an extra land, get to 5. So we just need to ramp and do these fatties. Which is why a Ganshu is really good in this list. Essentially is a 3-mana get a Plains, ramp, and then becomes a 3/4. I don't think this is Lotus Field. I mean, he would be playing Lotus Field by now. Passes. Discard Plains, get it back. Play a Plains. Play Combat Thresher. Draw a card. That's not too bad. Pass the turn. I could have portable hold that. Maybe that was worth it. I don't know what I'm facing. It's probably some sort of Ugin ramp, probably, which I respect. Oh, it is Lotus Field. He just had an awkward draw. Got it. Sylvan Scrying. Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Untap the Lotus Field. Passes? If that was the case, you should have just held out on that. Play the Plains. Ingenious Smith. We whiff. We definitely need to change that. Maybe it's just not worth it. Portable Hole. Grow the Smith. Take the Grazer. Go to combat. Smack you. Charming Prince. Exile the Thresher. Pass the turn. Draw a card. Pour over pages. Okay. Becomes a copy. Brawl. Is one little blue source left. Can he untap these two? Oh my god, he does. I still don't know what I'm going to bring in this matchup. This matchup is just horrific. I guess this technically stops what he gets from it. It has to be better than some of the stuff we have in the deck. Pour over pages. Oh my god, we have an extra turn. Oh my gosh. Play a Plains. How do I win this turn? I think my best move is do that. That way I can give something, I don't know, something. And then I cast Touch. Eat the Brawl. Pretty sure that's my best move. That means I get the most damage in this turn. We will give the counter, I guess, here. And do Lifelink. Hit ya. Down to 4. Okay. Plays another stage. I mean, the third copy of Lotus Field, I think, is just win more. So it doesn't make any sense for him to do that. Leer. Now he gets to flashback all of his spells. Alright. Pour over pages. He needs to find an out now. Like right now, right? He's running out of cards in his yard. So basically he's dependent on his hand now. Red. Is this Niv-Mizzet? Wish. What do you have with a wish? I wish it would tell me what he touches though. Anger. Duly noted. There goes my board. Go to combat. Hit ya? Takes it? No. Pop it. Okay. That fizzles. He's at 4. We have 4 power. So we're not exactly done. He lost his Leer. So make sure if you want to see me play Lotus Field, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification because it's gonna drop. Hopefully I do good with it. I don't know yet. I haven't recorded it. It's my next deck to record. So I'm hoping I do well with it. This deck I'm doing okay. I think this deck has a little bit of issues, but I think this deck overall is pretty sweet. What are you grabbing here? All right, we're just going to yield until the end step. Actually, we shouldn't, because he has a Wrath that's not exile based. He discards his hand. He needs to get something here, right? I mean, we're not exactly presenting lethal if he could answer the spirit token, but he has to do a Wrath with black. I guess he could bounce the Ganchu. If we can win game 1, that would be impressive. Pour over pages. Why even? I don't know. Okay. So he can now produce blue and green. No. Pour over pages? Okay, that seems not good. Unless I'm missing something with Soul's Ultimatum. Is it 3 black or is it 3 green? I thought it was 3 green. He has 1 card left. Peer in the Abyss. Why? Is he trying to lose? Is that his goal? Pour over pages, probably. I'm so lost. Vizier. I feel like the correct move there was to get Sultai Ultimatum. I mean, I feel like you could have gotten to Sultai Ultimatum and probably would have won. But he went to Peer Abyss. You know what I'm going to try? How good would Lotus Field be with Shieldred in it? It is monocolored. You know what? I'm going to add Shieldred to my list and see how that works out. Because Peer into the Abyss, Shieldred is win. Is it win more? Maybe. Pour over pages. I think I'm just gonna go for the hexproof here and just scry. See what happens. He pitches recovery. I'm so lost. So lost. Another pour over pages. All right, he scoops it up. Okay. Bring in Lion Sash. He scoops the whole matchup. 2-1 after a terrible matchup in the end. Let's get into the wrap up. So what do we learn this week about this deck? And I think the biggest flaw is Ingenious Smith. It whiffs so often, even though we have 12, 16 artifacts, it still whiffs quite often. So we can play something like Darksteel Citadel if you have some room, or we just cut Smith altogether and maybe play something different. The issue with that is I don't really know what 2-drop is also card advantage in Pioneer and white. So like Birth Melodus would guarantee our land drops. We are a go tall style deck, but that's not really what we need. This also doesn't make a lot of sense. Sad Robot would be hilarious, but it's too slow. We need something at the 2-drop slot. This could work. It does channel to get planes, make sure we keep filling out. It's also a mid-range threat since we are kind of a chunky white deck, right? I don't know. Like that could be a legit option, but nothing here is like standing out to me. And then of course white doesn't really have a lot of options for card draw. So I could just play a Spirited Companion, I suppose. Mikachu's Reign of Truth does give me an alternative way of winning. It actually might not be that bad with, Thresher. But again, I don't want to go over 2 manas. So I don't really see anything. I could up my Bank Buster, but as you've seen in one when playtesting with it, I don't know. It is kind of clunky. You have to pay 2 into it. That is a gain 3 life. This does allow Thresher to get through for 12. It does give him some sort of evasion. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I just don't see anything. And the problem is I don't think I have enough extra money to do Darksteel Citadels. I think they're like 75 cents a piece. So I think that's where I have to leave it. Even though I really don't know about Smith. Like Prince is too expensive money-wise to be upped in the budget version. So, all right, so after looking into the deck, yeah, I'm just not seeing anything for searching or drawing that's really good in the 2-drop slot. So I think we'll just leave it with, I think it's better than Spirit Companion. I think this does whiff sometimes. I guess no. Spirited Companion is better for blinking. So I think that's where I would want to leave it. So if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. That way you'll be alerted for the next video. Gets dropped tomorrow. Until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day.